Hey everyone, welcome to my channel Grow with E. My name is Adesha and today I'm bringing you 6 things that you should focus on clearing out for the new year. So we're in the month of January and I know there's like this cliche thing to say nowadays. It's just like, oh, you can start anew any day. Why wait for a new year? Why wait for this? Why wait for that? Do it at your own pace. I feel like the New Year's is a great time to like focus on new habits that you want to create, old habits that you want to get rid of, and just new energy that you want to bring into the new year. So we're gonna jump right into this. Here we go with my 6 items. So the first item is clearing out your wardrobe. I think this is so important as women, even as men who are into fashion and who like love clothes. We tend to hoard a lot of things that we don't necessarily use anymore or have worn in years. So I feel like clearing out your wardrobe, just like literally going, picking out each and every single item, seeing, have I worn this year? Have I worn this in the last 2 years? Am I really gonna wear it in the future? Can I sell it? Can I give it away to like someone who needs it more than I do? Or even if you're just like giving it away to a friend who's gonna make use of it. I feel like clearing out your wardrobe is a great way to start the new year. Number 1, it's gonna like give you some space, which is then it's gonna like just clear things out for you. It's gonna feel so much more refreshing when you have less items to see, items that you actually use, items that you actually love, you should keep. Socks that have holes in them, let's get rid of them. Socks that are mismatched, let's just get rid of them. Underwears that may have slight tears or are just washed out, like let's just get rid of like all those small little things as well as the larger things that we do, like we just shouldn't be using or wearing or things that we can like repurpose or give away to someone else who can use it. So that is tip number 1, is to clear out your wardrobe. Thank me later. I kind of do this between seasons, usually at the end of the summer. I give away clothes. I usually don't do it in the beginning of the year, but I do have a bag right now that I'm going to like start taking pictures to sell my Poshmark. Shameless ass plug, so keep I'm gonna actually link that below. I have only a few items on there now, but again, I just cleared out like a bunch more stuff that I want to like sell, and if I can push those items, that would be great. For smaller items that may like people probably just won't buy, I'm either gonna throw away or give away. So yeah, stay tuned for that. That link will be down below. Number 2, so this is probably one of like, this is a little bit harder than the first one, which is bad habits. Now, this is a great time to reflect. The end of 2018 last month as well as the beginning of 2019 is a great time to reflect on the previous year, because one, it just like, it helps you like come to an understanding of things that you no longer want, and then come to an understanding of things that you do want. So everyone has habits that they probably want to work on. Everyone has a few bad habits. I have a few bad habits. Ice cream and snacking. I think those are definitely like my, when it comes to fitness, those are my bad habits. Of course there are others, but I've been working through them and I'm going to continue working through them. But it can be something that's small, it can be something that's large, but just like writing down bad habits that you want to get rid of and focusing on every day, I'm not going to do this. I'm like, this week I'm not going to do this, and kind of taking note of every day, oh well, I didn't do this, I didn't do this, I didn't do this, and then also creating a new habit that can take place of that bad habit. So just like, okay, maybe right before I go to sleep I like to snack, so instead I'm going to drink a bottle of water, or I'm going to make sure that I eat, the last time that I eat is at 8 p.m. or something like that. Something just to get you in a new groove, like to replace that bad habit. So number 2 is definitely checking your bad habits and clearing out your bad habits. Number 3, so at the end of every year, everyone posts the same meme. It's just that this year I'm cutting off people who do not bring me any positivity, people who drain my energy, people who do this and that. The list goes on and on and on. But at the end of the day, it's so important to like follow the meme and actually like follow the meme and stop inviting the same type of people the following year into your life. So if every year you're posting the same thing, it's just like, maybe I should check myself to see who I'm attracting into my life, and maybe I should slowly just get rid of all of them, change my ways so that I can invite new types of people. And granted, there are always going to be some people that come into your life. You just have to notice it at that moment and say, this is not for me, I'm gonna pass on this one. So at the end of the year, You have consistent friends. You have friends that you want to invite until the next year and the next year and the next year. So that is definitely a great tip. I know we see it all the time. I know that it might be something that everyone has seen, but it's because it's so important. Like, surround yourself with great people, people with good energy, people who are motivated, people who push you, people who encourage you, support you, all of those things. And if you're that toxic, draining person, you know what? It's okay to say, this year I'm gonna try something different. Maybe everyone knows you as that toxic, draining person. It's never too late to change. You don't have to continue on that same path. Like, it's okay. I'm gonna replace this bad habit with a positive habit. Instead of commenting something negative on someone's social media, I'm gonna tell 5 people 5 positive things. And it's just like, continue that trait. And I can almost promise you that you're gonna feel better giving love than giving hate. And I'm not saying that's the only way that you can be a toxic person. You can just like walk through life always seeing the negative in a situation. Just change your mind. Like, it's a hard thing. I had to learn to do that. So many people around me had to learn to do the same thing. It's just like changing your mind. And that takes consistency, and it takes persistence, it takes dedication. It's not something that's just like, oh, today I'm gonna do it and the rest of my life is just gonna be perfect. No, there are some days that I fall back into like, oh my gosh, like whether it be self-doubt or whether it be like just a negative thought. It's just like, of course we're human. But then it's also great when you realize, you know what, this is a thought that I don't like. I don't want to actually continue along that same thought path. Let me just think about something I do want and focus on that. That's been my trick for 2018. I plan to continue that in 2019 because it's done wonders for me, and I'm almost certain that it will help you too. So there you go. Number 4, guys. So this kind of plays into number 3, but kind of different, in which is just like clearing out bad energy. So number 3 was essentially getting rid of toxic people out of your life. And if you are the toxic person, change. Try your best to. So then this one, number 4, is pretty much bad energy. Just make sure any situation that you're in and you feel any sort of negative vibe, remove yourself from that situation. Or if you know that when you're around certain people, for some reason things always happen, crazy things or destructive things always happen, you need to like kind of wean yourself out of that energy and kind of create new energy within you. And at the end of the day, if you're always around bad energy or you're always inviting bad energy towards you, it's you. Like, law of attraction is real. So just to keep that in mind, it's just like focus on self first, and then everything around you will change. Change your perspective and your world will change. Literally, reality is your perception. So it's just like whatever you perceive to be is what will be. So clear out bad energy. So I kind of want to read this verbatim because I wrote this down. If you're new to my channel, I love journaling. I like to like write. I didn't as much in 2018 because I found other ways to deal with like hurt, anxiety, things like that. Before it was like pen to paper. This year has been a little bit different, but I kind of want to read exactly what I wrote. I essentially like summed up what I wanted to say, but I just want to read verbatim just in case I'm like missing anything, and I think this may be a little bit helpful. Hopefully it is. So for number 4, bad energy. We are not positive all the time. Shit happens and shit gets us upset. That's fine. 2018 has taught me how to best deal with hurt, frustration, and sadness. First and foremost, acknowledge what it is that you're feeling. Take a deep breath. Think about what is making you frustrated, and then think about how you would have rathered this situation to play out. Trust me, that's something that I've been doing all year long, and it's helped. Like, trust me, there's been moments, people probably watching this like, bitch, no. But there's been moments, I've had moments, but overall, compared to previous years, this has helped me drastically. Think about things that you wanted to happen, what you would have wanted the person to say or do, what you believe should have been done, what is the ideal situation. This is a great tool to retrain your mind to focus on your wants and not build momentum around things that are giving you any of those not so great feeling emotions. If you want a video solely on this topic, Let me know. I've gone through heartbreak, insecurity, low self-esteem, no drive, and work ethic, but this year has been the best year thus far because of these few tools I've tucked in my pocket. Just always remember you are in control because law of attraction says so. So I wrote those things down, and I really do mean that. If you do want like a video just separate, just like about that and things that I've done to invite like more positive energy and just like some great positive surprises into my life, which has been great. So I'm gonna continue working on that. I hope that you work on that with me, and we're gonna move on to number 5. Okay, getting rid of doubt. I'm only taking a deep breath because I feel like a lot of people kind of go through that, just go through a period where like you doubt yourself, and some people it's just like a life thing, like whether it's how you raise, whether it's the friends that you have, whether it's just your own personal insecurities, whether it's just like, oh, I've done it but I'm not seeing results like instantly, stuff like that, whether it's you comparing yourself to other people on social media, or just like people that you see out daily that you think are living these grand immaculate lives and you haven't gotten there yet. Getting rid of self-doubt should really be number 1. Kind of saved it for number 5 because it's a hefty one, and I feel like it's something that we all need to do. Getting rid of self-doubt is so important, but it's not as hard as I think we make it seem. It is difficult, but once you retrain your mind using the things that I've listed prior, that can help you with that. So once you have a thought, think about it. I don't really like this thought. Why am I beating myself up? Let me think of a new thought that can replace that thought, and then you just like continue down that path, and day after day, if you continue to do it, it'll get better. So yeah, that's number 5. And last but not least, and I feel like maybe the most important that I'm going to say in this video, number 6, how I'm going to word it is pretty much clear out your heart. So anything that you've been holding on to, anything that doesn't bring you joy, anyone or anything that doesn't bring you love and peace, let it go. Forgive. Forgiveness is easier said than done, and 9 times out of 10 the person that we need to forgive the most is ourselves. Sometimes we beat ourselves up for things that people have done to us. Sometimes we beat ourselves up for like allowing people to do certain things. Whatever the case may be, forgiveness is so important, and just like getting rid of anyone that doesn't make your heart go boom, 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 boom. Instead it goes boom, 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 boom. Those people gotta go. So yeah, those are my top 6 things that you should get rid of to start anew, to start fresh, to start clear for 2019. I'm so excited for 2019, by the way, like super excited, and I hope that you guys are excited too. It's literally like so many things can happen in a year. It's 365 days, like 365 days. You can really do a lot in 365 days. So yes, there you have it. My 6 items is pretty much clothes. Get rid of anything that you don't need, don't want, don't wear. Either sell it, give it away, give it to someone else, or repurpose it. So that's clear out your underwear drawer, clear out your socks drawer. We're not bringing mismatched socks into 2019. We're not bringing holy underwears or washed out underwears or anything like that into 2019. Get rid of it, get rid of it, get rid of it, okay? Boom. Then number 2, bad habits. We're gonna acknowledge our bad habits that we want to get rid of, replace it with a better habit, and every day we're gonna strive to obtain that goal. Number 3, toxic people, let them go. And if you are that toxic person and everyone knows that you're that toxic draining person, it is okay. Today, start anew. It's fine. Like, whatever. Change and show people that you can change, and you can change for the better. Period. Period. Number 4, bad energy. Clear out all bad energy, or people who always, when you're around them, they lead you to bad situations. Like, bad things just always come when you're around those kind of people. And just clearing out your own bad energy. Like I said numerous times in this video, learn how to retrain your mind. There's so many YouTube videos out there. I've watched so many YouTube videos. I've read so much over the last year to kind of like retrain my mind from things that I was going through previously, and now I'm in a better, calmer, loving space. Number 5, which is pretty much probably the hardest, but getting rid of self-doubt. Like, again, retrain your mind. When you have a bad thought, in that moment just say, you know what, that's not a great thought. I don't feel good thinking this. Like, you know, sometimes it's just like, I want to give an example that I personally like went through. So like with self-doubt, starting a business, it's just like, oh damn, well, I don't know if I can do this. Is it gonna be as great as I want it to be in my head? Instead of doing that, just say, you know what, I'm just gonna try it. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna see how it turns out, and if I need to improve, I'm gonna improve it, period. Like, and that's as easy as it can be. Once I realize, oh, you know, that's not a great thought, let me switch the thought into something better. That's it. So number 5, get rid of self-doubt. Ain't no self-doubt in 2019. And if you realize that you have self-doubt in 2019, nip it in the butt, think of something positive, just move forward, period. And then last but not least, number 6, clear out your heart. Any person who's in your life that doesn't make you feel good, 9 times out of 10, you have a big role to play in it too. So again, retraining your mind, learning forgiveness, learning how to let go. If you let go of something, if you're holding too tight onto something, that person is going to feel suffocated and is going to want to be released. Let that person go. Let you go. Come up for air. You know what I'm saying? Just come up for air. Focus on something different. If it's supposed to be on God, it will come back to you. And I mean that in the most respectful way. I don't want to just like throw God's name out there, but on everything, it'll come back to you. And if it doesn't, something better will come. Something better will come. So that's it. I hope you like these 6 items. This video is probably kind of longer than I anticipated it to be, but I hope you enjoyed it. Please give me a thumbs up if you got anything from out this video. Subscribe. I'm at 1K followers and I'm excited about that, especially since I haven't been super consistent. So I'm very appreciative and very excited about that. And more to come. Love you guys. See you guys in my next video. And in my next video, I'm gonna have a little giveaway. My first giveaway on my channel. Small giveaway, but definitely something that is important to me. So I'm gonna give it to one of you guys. Bye bye.